perhaps,
standing here at the grassy knoll
would be happier on the moon. Or
State University
on
of New
Jupiter.
York at Stony Brook.
Yes.
Union Building.
Man in the Moon
USB
Marigolds or
towers.
something like that.
On a lovely Friday the
WUSB
13th,
Stony Brook.
1989.
You there?
Am I here?
Well, I hear you. I hear you.
Then I must be here. I'm standing on a grassy knoll outside the State University of New York at Stony Brook.
Yes, you're coming through very, very loudly, too.
Okay.
You're outside, huh?
Yes, I am. It's a beautiful day, taking advantage of wonderful weather.
So you're standing outside, I'm here in the studio, and this is the voice of Long Island. Well, we can keep talking. That was the pregnant pause, but it wasn't meant to be leading into anything else.
I'm sorry, I was just handed a radio so I could listen to what you're saying.
We're going to have fun today. We're going to be doing all kinds of neat things. Maybe we should tell the folks just what it is they're listening to. I mean, the program. What is the voice of Long Island anyway?
Well, I guess the voice of Long Island is coming to you for the first time in, how many years has it been now? 7, 6, 5 years? I don't know. We did one reunion show. We had regularly been on these airwaves here at WUSB Stony Brook from about 1980 through 1983. We were here on Friday evenings from midnight till about 3 or so. And, well, then we both got tired of each other, and then I went my separate way, and I guess we're back here for this Radiothon reunion program. Our phone number is 516-632-6901. We're in the midst of the USB Radiothon 1990.
And we want to bring things back the way they used to be as well. We've got episodes of the Tripod Family. What, you've never heard of the Tripod Family? Then sit down and get ready for some excitement, because we've got multiple episodes coming up.
Okay, I just sat down.
Yeah, you just sat down. Good,
yes.
Good. Well, you're ready out there. And
I'm sitting on the grassy knoll.
I understand we'll be having some dramatic action outside in the field or wherever you are.
Actually,
later on.
Let's not take that as a promise.
I'm sure you'll think of something.
Actually, Eric, what the plan is here is we're in the midst of this radiothon. If we don't raise our goal in this program, somebody is going to be thrown out of the second floor window. We don't know who yet, but we're going to give you that sound effect precisely at 5:45 p.m. this afternoon. If no one pledges...
Well, I don't think it'd be 5:45 as we're going off at 5:30.
Well, then it would be at 5:15 then.
Something like that.
We need to hear from
you. Don't take advantage too much here.
Volunteer operators standing by in the other room.
The beautiful sound of J.C. Lodge underneath us, but that's about to change. We're going to go into the old Voice of Long Island theme. And boy, this is going to bring tears to my eyes. I don't know about you, Mike.
I got my tissues all ready.
All right, well, let's get ready for it. The next sound you hear after this music fades away will be the Voice of Long Island official theme.
The stream just doesn't know when to end.
Inspiring.
Huh?
Inspiring. Huh?
Who's inspiring?
Inspiring. I'm gonna go charge battery.
You know, I wish we had two-way communication. I don't know what he's planning on doing. Well, that's okay. When he's down here, he won't know what I want to do either.
Okay, I moved to the other studio because it's more convenient in here. What we're going to do is we're going to play an episode of the Tripod Family.
Ah, the Tripod Family.
Yeah, and I think maybe this would be a good opportunity to update the folks as to just where the tripods are. This is the point in the family saga where Howard and Kathy Tripod are in the sewer system of Nice, France.
Oh, yes, they're looking for that misplaced statue from that famous Chinese statue maker. What was his name? Wally Schuberg.
Wally Schuberg, and I believe they're right underneath Wally Schuberg Street in Nice, France. The story goes that Kathy broke the statue at their neighbor Charlie's house, and now they must go all the way to Nice, France to find a replacement statue. On the way, they meet a very mysterious person known only as Boris, who informs them that the very statue they're looking for has all kinds of treasure within it. And so now they have actually found the statue, and they are inside the sewer system of Nice. Unfortunately, Boris, immediately upon finding the statue, has been struck dumb and is unable to say another word. And the drama unfolds as the tripods realize that they may be stuck in the sewer system of Nice forever.
This is a wonderful radio soap opera that you can't hear on any radio, TV, or other media.
No, you certainly can't.
In this area at all.
For a very good reason, but we won't get into that. 632-6901, that's our telephone number. We'd like to see some calls come in and some pledges so we don't have to interrupt and beg and all that kind of thing. We've got all kinds of terrific prizes and premiums and things like that. Keep radio like this going. 632-6901, the voice
Of Long Island.
in stereo. Neither one of you listen to me. And now look at where we are.
Okay.
Trapped in the middle.
Okay. All right, Howard.
No, I'm going to rant and rave. I've got a right to. Remember that time in Big Bear City when I bought the lemon ranch? Everybody told me not to, but I did it anyway.
Trying to get some sun.
It turned out to be an abandoned used car.
I mean, I can't go back after a week's vacation and not have any sun, huh?
Well, now it's my turn, Kathy, and I intend to enjoy
It's my duty.
to the fullest. I'm not going to say I told you so. If I did, it'd certainly be justified. You and this lunatic Boris...
Kathy and Boris remain trapped in the sewer system of Nice. You want to be with us next time when we'll hear Howard say, "Boy, do I feel like a jerk." That's next time on the exciting adventures of the Tripod family, presented in conjunction with Radio Free Long Island and the Three Village Tobacco Farms. This is Don Topeka.
About 3:26, very special time of day here. Listening to the voice of Long Island on this sunny Friday afternoon. We've got Mike Yuhas. Mike, you there? And a special guest, Jimmy McDexter, eh? Okay, well, it's nice that both of you are outside while I'm stuck inside, but I'm not going to get into that. Oh, I'm sure I will. Exciting episode of the Tripods, eh? And we'll be seeing what happens to them in the next half hour or so. Now, usually, what we would do in the past, this is back in 1981-82, we would play one episode a week, and the folks listening today have a real special treat because they can hear an episode every half hour without stopping, and you'll actually be able to follow the story and see what happens to the tripods as they're in the sewer system of Nice. And I don't know if you've ever been in the sewer system of Nice, Mike. I've heard reports of it, but it's so incredibly complicated that even the people that designed it got lost in it. Oh, much more complicated than the sewer systems of Paris, and much more complicated than the New York subway system, or the canals of Mars, or anything like that. It's most incredible. I hear an airplane out there. All right, well, that's living proof that we are indeed outside. What's new with Jimmy McDexter? Well, maybe he could tell us something. Oh, that's well, I expect that kind of clear, concise answer from you. Uh-huh. Well, that's true, because the voice of Long Island was usually done at midnight. So that would explain that. Yes, this is the first daytime voice of Long Island. And you know, I'd like to see a strong reaction from what must be millions of people listening right now by calling 632-6901, showing their support for the radio station, because if it wasn't for this radio station, we would never have done the show in all likelihood. I mean, what would we have done? You know, out of our houses or something? No, you need a radio station to do this kind of thing. And WUSB is a great opportunity for this kind of program and for programs in the future. So run to your phones, 632-6901, show your support, whatever you can afford, because we've got some pretty neat things. We've got tickets to New Community Cinema, year-long passes, we've got USB T-shirts, we've got coffee mugs, we've got all kinds of combinations. So just give a call now, 516-632-6901, and find out what it is you can get. But most importantly, you'll be contributing to a very important project, that is the strengthening of WUSB's signal. The strengthening of the signal before another radio station strengthens their signal instead of our signal.
Ah, yes. Well, you know, if you're out there listening, you probably see the same clouds that Mike is talking about. I mean, that's something to share on the radio. How many other radio stations talk about the sky like that? You know? No, it's you know, you ever wonder why it's blue? No, you never did. Well, I wonder about those kind of things all the time. Or the grass is green, you know, concrete is white. All these natural wonders of science that nobody quite understands or cares about. That sounds like a car. Or, wow. Let's see, back in March of 1981, I believe it was it February even? Might have been February 1981. 1981, think about that. More than 9 years ago. And what I have here is a tape of the very first conversation that we had on the air, just like we're having right now, but this is all 9 years and some months ago. So what do you say we dip into some music for a second and then go into that? Well, it depends. If we get really bored, I guess we'll turn it off. How's that? If our listeners want us to turn it off, I guess they'll call and tell us to do that too. Yes, please. Give that number again, 632-6901. We want to see those phones light up because only if we see those phones light up will you hear programs like this again in the future. Yes. Latino Rockabilly War, actually, is what they call it. So. No, you certainly can't, and you certainly can't hear things like that done to those tunes, you know? It's just kind of what we're all about here. We'll be back to Mike, Jimmy McDexter, and myself live speaking to you on the radio in just a couple of minutes. First, let's go back to 1981 and see how things were back then. Remember to give us a call, please, 632-6901. Show your support for non-commercial radio on Long Island.
Microphone, right? Oh, that means that Jim Dexter's going to have to come with us.
I've got to go through that. Hang on.
Hi, Jerry. Oh, is this the extreme close-up?
Here's a sad thing of affairs, isn't it? You've got to make a better...
This is your fire exit? Speed up.
Don't do it, Lassie, don't do it. At least wait for the net to get at you.
01.
Don't jump! Don't jump!
I'm going to go back up there. We'll switch places, I think.
Okay.
No, I'm outside in case you haven't figured it out. And Mike's inside. It's nice inside, too, but it's nicer outside. Sure is. But, you know, if you're outside right now, what would people be doing with radios? I guess they'd be lounging about on the beach, maybe? Too early for that. Oh! We're right by the window. Oh, we're right by the window. Hello. Well, of course, yeah, I mean, we're next to the highway, but near the window, too. It's close. Yeah, of course.
flag right here. Formed around us, just to appreciate the fans. The hostile fans? Uh-oh. Well, we'll keep this one short then. So that's my exhale on Mike. What was that? Oh! No, actually, there was a bit of confusion before you made it. When the crisis situation unfolding, remember the earthquake and all that, you get the wrong information, and we sort of panicked. We started that, as it turns out, is not in fact the case.
There's a fire truck with a ladder, though.
What is?
A fire truck with a ladder.
A fire truck with a ladder just went by? Well, they see what's happened. We've caused a panic. Wow, how about there's a fire truck with a ladder on campus? We don't have a fire truck with a ladder on campus, so it came from off campus. Maybe there's a fire on campus. I don't know. But that's something else that we'll panic about later. No, the actual facts of the matter on the window sill, it's not a person up there threatening to jump. It is in fact from this angle, and it's kind of hard to see the full thing from this angle. It looks like a quarter of a watermelon sitting there.
Jump!
And it does look like it's in a position jump. It's too early to tell exactly now what's going on. I know there's somebody there trying to talk to it. So we're going to have to, I don't like to be a part of things like this.
One more pledge or I go.
There's something about one more pledge where it's going right over.
Go on! Jump!
We do need to see those songs bring in. It's kind of slow, you know. We know why they're kind of slow. Because Mike and I are on the air. Well, several phone volunteers are citywide, so feel free to give a call. Keep them busy. 632-6901, area code 516. It's a nice spring day here. It's about bloody time spring came, but here it is. And, you know, it's what better way to usher in the weather than with a nice song like Rita Marley and making a pledge to non-commercial radio so you can continue to hear Rita Marley. And sometimes we play Rita Marley without talking. IAUR, better use that. And a whole box full, you know, I had to order those specials in Big Bear City, and, well, actually, you know, there is a surprise coming up. I didn't tell you about this, but I'll tell you when I go back upstairs. Yeah, so all kinds of special things coming your way here at WUSB. It's Stony Brook, the Voice of Long Island reunion show. We've got all kinds of special things. I'd like to hear 632-6901. Fourth your community radio station. Let's not try to encourage the watermelon. It's actually not a full watermelon, it's quarter of a watermelon. And it is on the windowsill. Okay, it's kind of a bad situation right now, so maybe we'll just fade the music or something and back to this. Yeah, let's do that. I didn't mind saying it.
It's like a jump! Don't fight it!
Oh, this is the David Letterman ripoff.
For God's sake, man. Don't you understand this thing? It's
It's live.
situation.
Don't jump.
Man, I don't know. I've seen a lot of things in my day, but I've never seen anything quite like this.
That's still quite terrifying.
Yeah, well, law enforcement has shown up. I'm here. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Okay, well, things are getting kind of hectic down here. There's a crowd developing, urging the watermelon to jump. And the police are here right now. In case you think we're kidding, we're not. This is a very serious situation, folks.
This is the police department. Do not jump. We have help on the way.
One more pledge!
All it's going to take, folks, is one more pledge and we can save the watermelon. And, you know, watermelon is nice to have. We don't want to see the watermelon jump.
Please, crowd, do not try and get the watermelon to jump. We have the fire department on the way. It will be ready.
Jump!
Get out of here, you freak!
Jump!
sure do. Yeah. Oh boy, 632-6901, area code 516. Let's try to deal with the situation, and we'll get back to you. Yeah, that's good music. Yeah, let's play some music. We made this type of
Watermelon really dead.
Should we do an interview with Officer James on watermelon suicide?
Okay. All right. Which mic are you going to be on, Eric?
This one that I'm holding.
Okay. You're going to hold the...
Well, there's really no new news. The watermelon is still up there. It doesn't look like it's changed its position in any way. However, we do have Officer James here. Perhaps you could tell us, are there many instances of watermelons acting desperate like this?
We haven't had many lately. There was the Great Scourge back in '83, where there was a whole rash of watermelons. There was a very famous Mr. Pink Watermelon. He went, and the celebrity of him. Yes. Oh, that was a big one. Yeah. What happened was that set up a whole rash of copycat watermelon jumps. It was ugly. The sanitation department was kept busy 24 hours a day with that one.
Now, fortunately, school is not in session here at the State University at Stony Brook, so the copycat watermelon episodes don't seem to be very likely, especially since it's not the proper season for watermelons anyway. Do you look upon that as a lucky kind of thing?
We're very, very fortunate in that this is not a celebrity watermelon, and therefore the likelihood of having copycat watermelon jumps is very remote at this time. Like I said, it is out of season, which is good because the sanitation department at the university is also trying to enjoy their holiday weekend. So we're at a skeleton crew right now, making it a very difficult time. So we're hoping that if anybody jumps, it'll only be the seedless type.
Okay, yeah, because it is quite a mess to clean up when these things do happen.
I think I'm going to have to make one more plea to the crowd. They're getting a little ugly out here. So excuse me just 1 second.
Please save the watermelon. Call 632-6901. That's 632-6901.
Yes, that's the voice of authority, because, you know, we've seen this kind of thing all too many times. We wanted to put a stop to it. You know, we don't want to see watermelons plunge to their deaths.
It's ugly. It leaves a horrible sight all over. I mean, avocados are bad. Kiwi fruits are particularly devastating. But just the sheer size of the watermelon makes it a horrible, horrifying sight. We're trying to get the children away now because just in the outside chance that it happens, we don't want this to be traumatized up for life.
Well, we've got a crowd of at least several hundred people here now watching the situation, and most of them seem. A few people have said they've never seen a watermelon jump before, and it seems like they're kind of eager to see something for the first time. What would you say to those people?
It's like an accident scene, you know, on the highways, and everybody has to stop, and it just creates more and more of a problem. And they don't realize that once they do stop and they do see it, is that if they really do see something, they become traumatized. And then we have this whole outreach program for the viewers of jumped watermelons. And we're getting less funding. It makes it very difficult.
It's kind of sad to see people treat other living creatures with such disdain and lack of understanding. I was wondering if you'd do me one more favor. Every time you blow the siren, the people sort of run in terror. I'd like to see that. Can you do it again?
Oh, certainly. Hold on.
Oh, that looks so good. There they go. A couple of them even fainted. That old lady over there. Oh, that's real nice. We're going to go back to the studios now, and the watermelon is holding its position. Give us a call, 632-6901. I think every call at this point will help. And save the watermelon on the voice of Long Island.
Have watermelons over there, you know, you're seeing. Well, wait, hold on a second. Don't do it, you great piece of fruit. Please. I don't think I can stand it if you do. For God's sake, please, just stay up there. We'll put you in a nice refrigerator. I don't know if it's listening to me, Eric. I'm not sure.
Well, it's not moving. So I think every word at this stage can help the situation.
You can what I'm saying to you, you great seed-full fruit item. It's just turning a deaf ear on
No,
me,
it
I think.
didn't motion for a second. I don't know what
What
it
is
meant.
it, Lap?
Moved a little bit to the left.
Or whatever. Yeah,
It
I
just
can't
moved a
tell.
little bit to the left. I don't know what that means.
Oh, does it? Can we get an interpreter in here?
I'm sorry?
An interpreter.
If anyone out there is able to communicate with the watermelon, don't call, show up. Just come by to the State University at Stony Brook and help us out here because
This is brutal and horrible.
we don't have much time as a call out for anybody who understands watermelons a little better than we do because we're just radio people. We don't really know what we're doing. 632-6901. It's a shame it had to come to this, you know?
It's awful.
James McDexter has a comment.
Well, it's a wonderful shade of red and green. It looks plenty healthy enough. We can't let it go. We've got to save it. Please give us a call. 632-6901. Quickly call us before... Oh, it's getting a little springy up there, I think.
The wind is kicking in.
Oh, God.
Another thing we do better. What?
I don't know how I'm going to be able to put them on the air because I'm in the air.
Why is this called green roaster?
Whoa, careful. It's still young.
Whatever, green roaster.
What are you going to go to after the rap?
I'll go into some music.
All right, I'll come up after the rap and get a sketch thrown on.
Oh, good.
Okay? After the rap, I'll come up.
We need a sketch.
Still maintaining its own position, which I guess is good. But, it's also pouring right now. And it's odd because it only seems to be pouring on this particular part of the street right outside the building. And I can't help but think that that's got something to do with the response that we're getting. It's not as good as it could be. And I can't help but wonder if this means it might be raining all the time from now on WUSB. We need to hear from you now. Oh, God, yes. 632-690. Not for us. There's some people from a competing station, commercial station across the road doing a rain chant. Can you believe how sick people are sometimes? 632-6901, area code 516. Oh, that's good. God bless those people. Yes. It's pretty, well, you're inside. You don't know. It's wet out here. I'm pretty wet. I had to speak to somebody about this. Well, would anybody mind if I dunked into the vestibule where the ATM is? Because I was
Jesus, I don't know, Eric. I mean, we got a lot of stuff that we have to program here, and...
I just want to get 20 bucks out of the machine.
Okay, do you think
Come on.
you can walk over there?
I can try.
Okay. Are we going to follow them?
Well, I guess you have to since everybody's connected by wires. Well, no, I did say it. I didn't lie. I said it. Well, I didn't. That I didn't say. That you're implying. No. No, I need 20 bucks for myself. I want to go out drinking after the show. Yeah, but well, one of the machines is leaking right now, so another one is. Okay, right out here. All right. I was 63 okay.
Program here at WUSB in Stony Brook.
I've arrived at the machine. The little door's going to open. All right, now I have to enter my code here. All right, let's see, I want to withdraw some cash here from checking. Let's take out, all right, let's do that. Yeah, that's correct.
$200.
No, that's not correct. That's not correct. Hopefully, here we go.
We have weather reports coming in.
My money was...
That's my money.
Beautiful, wonderful day, a wondrous day, lovely skies, temperatures in the 50s, but here in Stony Brook where we have watermelon already to jump.
I had to see it for myself. Okay, you
All right, we successfully completed this. Now let's get the hell out of here before anybody catches us.
Are you walking back over to the watermelon?
We're walking back to the watermelon, yeah. It's, That's what we have to do. We've got to keep an eye on the situation. Backups have arrived. Law enforcement backups have arrived. The place is swarming with police. People just watching the situation. Plus spectators, rubberneckers, steel neckers. I don't know what you call them, but it all gets me sick, to be honest.
I need to hear from you at 516-632-6901.
Job!
632-6901.
Call us now. We are getting pretty desperate for this watermelon out there. Please give us a call now.
They definitely are. They certainly are.
Do you have Jim Dexter down if we can say a few words?
Jimmy McDexter, yes.
He's sort of like a spiritual...
Here where are you?
Yes, Jimmy McDexter, I know you're very emotionally upset. You're sort of weeping into a tree there. But perhaps you could put those tears into words.
Yeah, well, I'm very upset about the poor bloody little watermelon, but you know, this weather's really rather like home. It's kind of reminiscent of my own homeland out on the moors, but it's making me sad that this poor tiny...
Making me sick. I don't know about you. It's
Sick,
making me
yeah, sick, sad, and exhausted from trying to save this wondrous little piece of edible fruit.
You know, you Scotsmen have such a way of putting things, you know?
Yeah, well, we try really hard, you see.
He said a few words. He is really serious about telling us the radio station.
Oh, it is a he then. Do we have an identification on the
It's a laddie.
He didn't say his name, but he said he was...
That was a very, very, very close call just now. We had a microphone technician here who whipped the wire so much that it hit the watermelon, and the watermelon just sort of toppled for a second.
You've got to be much more
Just
careful.
sort of moved a little bit.
He's on the brink. He's on the brink.
And
It's a little bit.
the crowd has moved a little bit closer here. Yes, 632-6901. Join the people. Do we have anybody to thank?
I'm not sure because I don't have the list in front of me because I'm in the wrong room. We need to hear from you at 516-632-6901. Join your friends and neighbors on Long Island. Once you need today this watermelon.
You put a fish on Monday.
Watermelon stone unless somebody does. $25 is an LP and you'll save the watermelon plate. $35 is CD. It's a wee bear and it's a watermelon.
They're just driven up. Look, if they can't help us save the watermelon as well, they're going to give a matching donation of
632-6901, area code 516. Please give us a call. Join those people that have called in and show your support. 632-6901. Remember, you won't hear it anyplace else.
Give us a call now. We desperately...
Dramatic note to end on, and you have to say something else.
Desperately need to hear from you. Well, that's because I didn't have anything else queued up, but now I do.
I think he's going to go directly into a sketch after this. In 5 minutes, we won't be able to get in.
That way. Yes.
If somebody opens the door. Besides, we gotta put him on, playing his song. On the piano.
What do you want to do?
We're gonna have to drop it pretty quick. Okay. Get Jerry Rima to do it. Get Jerry Rima to be close.
Do you have common interests? Or do you have a shared interest with any of the general populace?
What are you, rat? What are you?
Everyone's demanding their rights. That's not for us to do the same thing. It'd be way important, but
Save the watermelon.
Ah, okay. I want to say thank you for giving me this opportunity to voice this. No one else does. I've tried to get interviews with
I'm looking up your nostrils.
right to you, Mike. He's going to cut right to you. When you hear thunder.
Eric, we're downstairs here again, outside behind the great watermelon. You hear all this racket? You don't hear the racket, I guess, huh?
Oh, I hear the racket. I thought that was a rhetorical question.
We're standing right by a wonderful, great piece of air-moving device. A great, big, huge fan. Eric, I don't know. We've gotten a few calls here. It's pouring rain out here, right outside where this watermelon is. We've actually had people come up to the watermelon site and actually hand us money on the spot for the radio station's Signal Improvement Fund, with the hope that this watermelon would not sacrifice itself.
Well, we were trying to reach the watermelon's brother, I believe, in Phoenix. But
any luck? We have an ID on the watermelon now.
Well, the line was busy. You know, it costs $1 to break into a busy signal these days.
Oh, okay. Well, it obviously wasn't worth it.
Oh, it's incredible. I mean, some things, you know, you just can't do. So I hear the rain still coming down over there. Whoa, that was pretty close, wasn't it?
I'll say it was close. Eric, I don't know how much longer we can wait here. We need to hear from our listeners at 516-632-6901. This is unique radio programming you cannot hear anywhere else.
No.
And give us a call now. We need to hear from you before this watermelon drops itself from the ledge.
Yes. 632-6901. Seems to have changed. I think it's, I don't know. A bit of somber, I guess?
It's not a feeling of somberness. It's more of just helplessness. I don't think there's anything we can do, Eric.
Well, I
am really all choked up about this.
I don't know if you should show that kind of emotion too much, because
I'm sorry, Eric. I can't help it. I've never been in a situation like this. Well, the watermelon's getting closer to the edge.
No, don't say that. Don't say that. The last thing we need right now is for people to panic, and that will, the watermelon will see that, and the watermelon will act upon that kind of. Just calm down. Everybody, calm down.
I think it is it.
What?
Eric, this is it.
What do you mean?
It's getting closer to the edge.
What do you mean it's getting closer to the edge? Well,
Oh my God!
I think this is it, Eric.
No!
Ah!
Eric, I can't describe it.
Oh my God.
I can't describe it, Eric. It's splattered.
That's a big mess here.
If there's only one saving grace, that it's pouring rain. It'll wash itself up. Eric, I can't stay down here anymore. I gotta come back up. I need to be consoled.
Michael, come back up. Get through that crowd somehow.
I'm coming up.
I've got a...
Somebody open the door for me.
Okay. All right, Michael. Get him in, okay?
Please.
See that he gets in all right.
This is dreadful. We need you to pledge right now. 516-632-6901. Oh, this poor watermelon. Will have died in vain. We need to hear from you now.
And I've got a... thank you very much. I've got a piece of music here that has been specially selected because it's a rather somber occasion here at Stony Brook at the radio station. The watermelon is no more. And, well, we'll just have a little, I guess, whatever you call these things.
Moments of silence.
Yeah, something like that. If you want to call us and make us feel a little bit better by pledging some support to the radio station, give us a call at 632-6901. And we'll appreciate anything that you pass our way. And for now, let's just remember the watermelon as it was. Green. Red with black seeds. Excuse me, I have to go.
This is great.
by pledging to WUSB, will you ensure that the kind of unpredictable, spontaneous, and sometimes sad programming that comes your way will continue to do so? And just think how sad it would have been had we never known the watermelon before it went off the edge. And if this station weren't here, then we would never have known the watermelon whose name we don't even know. By calling 632-6901, pledging your support to this radio station, you're helping us remember the watermelon the way it was. I'm sure he or she, whichever it was, would have wanted it that way. Look at Jerry is here. Jerry, don't you think so?
Oh, yeah, I think I kind of thought of him as Red myself. We never really got on a, introductory basis, but...
There's an awful lot of Red now.
Yeah, oh, God. In the kids that were out there, that's where my heart is right now. They're going to need counseling for years, just help and a lot of TLC from everyone around them. Having seen a thing like that as an adult was upsetting enough, but I just can't imagine what it did to those kids out there. And, I feel responsible. I mean, I brought him to the station and everything. I thought it would cheer him up being here for Radiothon, but, the emotional atmosphere here was just too much, just tipped the balance for him, so to speak.
It does happen sometimes.
Yeah.
And I suppose we have to be prepared for that kind of a thing. What better way to go through a situation like this is be with people you're closest to. And I'm just glad that you folks are here now. I feel a hug coming on.
Oh, I feel better already,
Oh,
Eric.
good.
Thank you. Oh.
Pat Waller. Thank you for your generous support here to keep WUSB on the air with a strong signal on Long Island and Southern Connecticut. And thank you for your outpouring support to our friend the watermelon. It was a cough. That wasn't on the air. You can listen to the transcription later. A very important juncture. At 516-632-6901.
Area code 516. Have you been listening this afternoon and it's touched you in some way? Give us a call and touch us in some way, because every individual matters. 632-6901. That's right.
516-632-6901.
Well, you turned your speakers on. They come through the hollow sound, eh?
Well, that's kind of how I feel. We have a couple of volunteers that are sitting there with nothing to do.
I feel kind of hollow myself.
So I feel kind of hollow, but yet, hey Eric, our theme's over. I guess that means we're not supposed to be here anymore.
No, probably not. But we do want to see that phone ring one more time. This is the Voice of Long Island reunion show.
We've done that already. No. It's okay. Coming to Hamptons, yes, that's our catchphrase of the hour. Yes, I'd like you to name one. Oh, yeah, that's good. Okay, Eric, I think our time's up. You know, the theme is, not only has the theme smoked, it's completely burned its way out. But Old Time Radio is on 90.1 FM. Goodbye, Eric.
Note as soon as you get home, or if you are home now, don't wait any longer. 6, 3.
So when I finished carrying the station up, I went to call Joe, and they said, oh, who are you talking about? So I was like, oh, great. So I asked Chris DeRocha, and he said, I don't have any phone number. Right, that's right. Joe asked, you asked Chris. So, and then I called everyone. I called Chip and Kathy Bill. I called all these different people. And
Did I ever tell you I didn't like my picture being taken?
Soul suckers. Those things are soul suckers. And we Druids are, like, big on not having our souls sucked. So, anyway.
It's like flat.
John was with
Water Boys. This is my Celtic pride. That don't go too far over. Hey, watch that, man. Those are attached to me. This is my Amnesty.
Yeah.
And this is my Celtic button. Connemara Marble.
He wants to pick up your nose. Don't encourage him.
No.
Or in ears.
This is where my gray roots are.
Where? No, there's not enough. You gotta come in where there's more light.
No, you take my word for it. I stopped coloring my hair, though.
Oh! We gotta wrap up this wire.
You constantly that color real.
It is. It's just help.
It's on, incidentally.
But now people don't believe me that I do have red hair, so I haven't done it in a long, long time.
What am I doing? Talk to me, Mike.
Hello.
It says low light. Is that like bad?
Well, that means that it won't come out as good.
No, that's okay. You always look great. What are you doing with your hands then?
Trying to yank this sucker out.
He's hurting the station. Don't do that, Mike.
Goodbye. For now.
No. How do I turn this off? Goodbye, Mike. How do I turn this off? Which red button? I can't find the red button.
Very fast.
Wait a minute. What? What? Is there a crisis here? Oh, no, I just got a panic.
I'm panicked.
Hi, Jim. Do you have anything to say to the to the camera? Come on, Jim. Like some bright radiothon message.
In front of cameras at all.
You know good, Jim. You know good.
I got the back of my shirt. I like that.
What? Here comes.
Here comes Terry.
Here comes Tom. Here comes Terry. Here comes Al.
NRB kids.
Oh, that's
new
cute.
glasses.
NRB.
Oh, you haven't seen these?
No.
Right back
Okay. Wait a minute. Are you on yet? Yes, you are. Okay.
Just getting so many calls, I figured I'd keep myself busy here by looking at some old WUSB playlists.
Oh. Anybody famous?
I've never heard of them, although I am a long-time listener, and I was listening in 1978 when this person worked here, Ed Goldberg.
No, it doesn't ring a bell here, but I'm sure somewhere it does.
But, you know, he played a lot of really neat stuff, you know, like Ringo Starr,
Wow.
Don't Come Easy, and National Lampoon, Animal House, Bob Dylan, Judy Collins.
Sounds like an okay guy.
Yeah, let's see what else.
For the time.
Bruce Springsteen, from Asbury Park album, The Byrds, Country Joe McDonald, Bring Back the 60s.
Wow. Sounds like this guy was definitely here before Jim Caligiuri was music director, because if you played anything in the top 40, you got flailed, you know.
Oh, really?
Yes, you got hurt right out there in the news area.
I have, over the years, I have heard on rare occasions some people who have played some top 40 stuff. Usually, as a segue to something, maybe a parody of some sort, or something to show the drastic contrast of music that's played here at WUSB.
Is that a call? I hope so.
No, I'm hearing things now. I'm imagining phone calls.
Okay, we're gonna leave Kevin Kovarik slowly losing his mind here in the Pledge Central of Radiothon 90. Thanks, Kevin. I know the stress of answering those phones really does us all.
Yes, well, there was a moment of excitement just a little bit ago. There was a problem with the Pacifica rail, and I had to throw it out of here. And
Oh, a man of many parts.
that was, that was a couple of seconds of excitement here at Radiothon 90.
Yeah, just one of the many, right, Eric?
Oh, yeah. We're going to need more of these.
Are you serious?
Eric, when all else fails, solicit business. Call your friends and ask them to give money.
What did you have to do, man?
How you doing,
What
Rich?
did you have to do?
I'm calling you from WUSB. That's
Okay.
right. The Radiothon this week.
More sheets.
What?
They have a Radiothon going in phase 2, and they want to relocate
So do you know if we have any more sheets?
to a higher level so that they can be heard throughout Long Island. And I'm calling you to
Well, maybe we
see
should just print up, print up some more, eh?
That's right. Well, I donated $100.
Ooh.
Where's this guy?
Where's this guy?
I like this
Get you
idea.
to match.
We should start
Well,
calling our
part of
friends.
that.
Hey, you haven't donated yet.
That sounds good.
How many more do we
I guess
have?
your first name
It's
Mark,
wonderful.
huh?
If you hold on 1 second, I will feel the piece of paper underneath this form.
Do you know Eric?
No, I don't.
It looks like
So I'll tell you what.
a
All right,
like
I'm going to go down the hall and start printing some now.
Please do. Okay, what's
You
your
want me to,
Ken to the wound. Going great. What's your mailing address, Rich?
why don't you do a little bit of filming while I'm gone? Turn off your
Frank.
answer phone.
S-E-H. Wilson? Okay,
I must
your
request a
mailing
pass?
address?
Kidding me.
Yes.
11357.
11772.
Phone number?
Okay, and
Phone?
do you want your name mentioned on the air?
Address?
Okay.
You have a work number?
And how are you going to do that?
No,
Visa,
how much would you like to
MasterCard,
pledge?
check?
Visa? Well, no, we can't
Okay.
get Visa. $25. My God, check or cash. What are you doing, Mike?
Well, we're going to send you a premium. I got to find out what that is. Hold
Premium,
on.
I mean,
What's the premium for $25?
And you just send me the,
Anything that you see on one of these cards.
Okay, let's see.
Those are probably all the
Okay,
same.
great. Do you want
I
to
have some
mention
Alpha
on the air?
Blondie CDs.
Note that with the premium amount is.
Let's see.
Other stuff in here if you want other stuff.
Yeah, we pulled a bunch of stuff.
Do you want to go up?
$50.
Well, this is suspense. That's why I don't know if it's spending one.
Yeah.
You want me to tell you what we
We
have?
have other stuff here.
Okay. Mike, Matt,
Yes.
can you like home in on this beautiful
Have you
nose?
had
I
any
need to get
success
some
with
premium cards.
our
Okay.
discussions?
What do we have for
from,
$25 for
student
this?
vote?
For Ellen here?
Let's see.
How do we leave that, by the way? Are we supposed to be doing anything on that, or what?
I have Alpha Blondie CDs. They're of course a reggae band. I have a whole bunch of other
Black
stuff.
Uhuru.
We have Black
cassettes for
Uhuru
25.
cassettes. Are these all the premiums?
No, there's more coming up.
There's more coming in. All right. Well, anyway, we have Aztec 2 tickets.
They have them all in there?
Have you heard of them?
I'm giving them
They
a
were
list. To give them a list.
So we have to wait until that
popular
501
folk rock.
receipt.
deal in the mid-70s. They're very good, and they're going to be playing here on Sunday night.
Battery.
What else do we have? This is all Aztec 2-set. No, Aztec 2-set. This is for 2 tickets for the show, but this is for a more expensive. Sorry, this isn't $25. Let me see if I can find.
Can I get a quote?
Okay, now we're going to get the Mighty Quinn.
Between you and
the
other Jim, you can work something out. But I'll be phone. I want to talk to Jim Reader say. How about Jim
Don't worry about it, Barbara. I would even redo every card in the entire box.
Put them on hold. I'll pick it up.
Listeners are really happy to take these calls. What are your favorite shows?
Don't clown me.
Can I help you?
Radio what?
What a clown. On the air right now.
Hi.
Jim Bozo Wiener.
I'm Bozo Wiener.
Would you like to play through a radiothon?
Friday on Clown Decor. You're on Sound on the Sound, 90.1 FM.
So I know the
Bluegrass show?
It used to be with the station before 8 years ago. Like, Sound on the Sound.
Who was playing New Wave yesterday?
Is there such a thing as
Who played Adrian Ballou yesterday?
No, we have some Adrian Ballou in the box, an album and a...
You don't have any CDs?
No CDs, albums set.
We got albums of Adrian Ballou if you want albums.
Mr. Music Head.
Now you're going to stick with that since we just went through the whole box. Okay. Okay, very good. We'll send you this out as soon as they send the stuff out.
Okay, I'll call that's mine.
Bozo. Do you like Bozo?
What books I want?
Giving away, or you can... There are tickets. Are there Psych First tickets available for premium? Psych First tickets available for premium? There are Psych First tickets available for premium. What's the premium on the Psych First tickets? Bozo. Harry Bozozio? The famous drummer? Is that like Frank Zapata?
Don't you think you're
Bozo Wiener. Hey, Bozo Wiener.
I had to ring for it.
Now I got
Now say room for best in class. Well, possibly.
Keep ready. Mike is on the air.
We are still looking to find out if we probably do have Psych First tickets on this. But I'm letting Mike look for them. Mike's going to
I gotta check the master list.
The date of the concert is what, 28? 28,
Bozo Wiener taking you through till 10 o'clock.
April 11th.
Pardon? No, but she said that she might be, she's going through a new name change. Bozo Davidson. Yes, I've changed my name to Bozo.
You dare call her that.
Why did she decide to pick one that's like...
What's the name now?
Hi, Bozo, Tweeteroni Wiener.
I was at...
Wow. You guys say you did that? Nobody helping?
How we do?
Oh, Frank!
It's easy for you to say. We were in a pretty good clip, so the guy in the car had to slam on his brakes, and he yelled at the guy, asshole! And the guy said, that's Mr. Asshole!
Where is this?
So I was coming out of a brewery thing.
Are you taking me right now?
No.
Thank goodness.
No. Take me right through you.
Right. It's available out there for our listeners. Right. Uh-huh. You hear that? Uh-huh. The next 4 callers who call us here at 632-6901, you can have yourself a copy of this dancehall by Tough Gang International. And you'll get that complimentary here on 90.1 FM, WUSB Stony Brook. So give us a call right now, 632-6901, if you want a copy of this live and direct, Tough Gang International, America's champion song, #1 song in town. How you... Original, you know? Hot off the press, you know?
We're looking forward for you to call right now and just play what you can play. We don't tell you how much you can play. That's, we can be at the ear, but keep on listening to WSB, Rashmar, and keep it constant. The whole crew.
Right. The time is 24 minutes after 11 o'clock. Can we have 5 more callers within the next, 5-6 minutes? So you can pick up a copy of this live and direct in the dance hall. Dance Hall Classic. The DJ we're listening to now, a man called Corporal Tan. Let's hear him. The rest of it. And if you want a piece of this brand new release of the musical cassette, you can call us here at 632-6901. 632-6901 and talk to Tuffagang live and direct, Tuffagang should be having some more dances coming up, and he's going to let us know about that when it comes. Right, Tuffagang? Sure. Because Tuffagang, you always support WSB, and we respect that enough, Listen to it now, and if you want a piece, give us a call at 632-6901. This is a man called Screechy Dan.
Ragamuffin done with the mic in him and say anyway you pass through car can jam. We jam it in a Brooklyn over Long Island. Easy me to say it's for the call Tuffagang. So, never see him and me select this man. Along with
We got one more premium we want to push. That's the new community thing.
You know about that one?
No,
$150.
Yeah?
You can see a film every day of the year if you want.
Yeah?
Yeah, pair of tickets.
This is the new community cinema.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what we're going to do now?
He's going to go on with you, and in the end we'll do it. Sure.
Yeah. I can go from the booth if you want. You got that phone? So I'll go from the booth.
Hubert Nagoose, you said that you have something for us?
Yes, we have just gotten something very special. And we've come all the way to 11:30. We've worked very hard. We'd like to make all of this hard work really gratifying by having a few more callers help us out with putting us over at 632-6901. You can make that difference. You can be that caller.
Right. I want to thank Phyllis and Keith Brown from Wheatley Heights who called and supported 90.1 FM. Champion Love Selection, and Ragamuffin. We're going to have that for you next week. Give thanks also to Michael, who called us tonight. Wanted to send hello to Elizabeth. I Want to Live in Your House, Steel Pulse Selection. Check us next week for that, Mike, Also give thanks to the brethren who called, requesting King Yellow Man. You have to check us next week for that. Pete and Larry, Pete Larry and Agnes. Give thanks for your call and support. Give thanks to Rasta Dan, who supported us tonight. And so much listeners. We had 31 calls tonight. Thank you, all you listeners who called in support, We love you every time here at 90.1 FM.
Keep them coming.
And I want to especially give thanks to the youth who took the time to come down here and support 90.1 FM.
4 of them in the studio with us now. Come say good evening to everybody.
Good evening and good night.
Hello and good night.
That's all you want to say?
I'll say hello to my friend Patrick.
All right, scene. And that was Frankie. And Sister Michelle would like to say good night.
Good night.
And you want to say hello to anybody before you say good night?
Hello.
Hello to who? Everybody? All right, that's sweet. And John is here. You want to say greetings, John?
Program guide, a bumper sticker for one, a bumper sticker and a program guide for 1 year.
Bumper sticker for 1 year.
Supporter, you get a program guide.
Every day we'll mail you a bumper
Marvin
sticker.
said that last week in that t-shirt. For $35 contributing supporter, you get a program guide, bumper sticker, and a free t-shirt. That sounds silly, doesn't it? $50, you'll be a baby supporter. And you'll get a program guide for 1 year.
What are you doing? Not enough.
Free t-shirts and a
You're
mug.
running out of count.
Not this
Battery.
just making any weird noises either.
Who's this at?
Or you
can be a member of the exclusive 90.1 Club.
How much was that?
Yes, I think we
Oh, the Longman Scream, and I got it on film.
Is that Longman Scream?
Yeah, and I have it to prove it. Look, there he goes. He's a wild man.
Bob, this is going to be a hit at the party.
And that's for your pledge of $90 and 10 cents to WUSB. So call now at area code 516-632-6901. Remember, WUSB really needs your help. If we want to sound better, we need you to chip in. Okay, so now we're going to go back to the Robert Black interview. And remember, that's area code 516-632-6901.
Let's put these back in.
Do they have numbers?
Yeah.
You know what? Can you stick them in that pile that was listed? Because that's when...
One of the number.
It's okay. Stick them in the listed pile and we'll come up with a number. I'll make one up.
I remember a couple of years ago, C-SPAN once ran this thing on their cable TV channel. It's called A Day in the Life of NPR. And it just showed like the control room. It was like 10 hours with people walking in and out and talking. Much like this.
That's enough.
This is a lot more exciting, except you can't hear what he's saying.
And I was so relieved I found out that
Wouldn't it be great if there was something here and you stick it to the window? You heard what you were saying.
doing a mystery suspense.
Pull some premiums for tomorrow morning's show, so tomorrow morning we don't go.
Yeah, it's just that overall.
You can blast off into space.
Is it working now?
Yeah.
I thought about it, but it's a real big pain in the ass.
See what's happened now.
You can just go and get
What's so bad about that printer?
Drain on mental energy. And that's what you just heard.
Again, cheap as possible. Cheap. Not cheap. Inexpensive. It's a good jacket. Baseball teams go to the jacket.
Keep public radio alive.
Hey, it's not
That's why I got
Turn everything off.
concert. It's like a tour jacket. Yeah, I like them. What do I make a check?
So that's what's
Not as
I think that's why we should all get at least 4%.
All these checks are going to go into an IFR account.
And I could post that. And in honor of Good Friday and all of it.
It's not working?
By Jeffrey Decker and me.
Get up in the morning, saving for redemption.
I think I'm gonna go and just show up in the morning.
You know this one. All right, Rob.
I have the,
I know everything.
he did a remake of this, like, in about 1981. Like a fast.
What take me a little while? What size did you say? Large? So yes, the other one that I had was a large and shrunk gas radio. That was a large, not extra large. Did I get this thing? Like a loose size? I don't like it. What's the exact size? Do you know what number size? 38, 40?
Pardon me?
That's
Howard, I don't know you until you make a flight. I don't know any videos until you make a
my
flight.
wife buys all my clothes. Yeah. I'm a complete...
Who do you want to talk to? Who do you want to talk to? How much is it worth?
I'm a large check.
John for Howard?
Yeah,
Howard Markland? Howard Markland? I think so. Yeah, Bob, before you leave. It was a great show. It was a really good show. Who cares? It was a good show anyway. I'm gonna hang up now. Bye.
Okay, Susan,
Yay.
here's my post-dated check.
Are you giving me the check?
Yeah, I'll post-date it until next Friday.
So let me... Oh, Eric. How are you doing, Mr. Towns?
Give it a minute. John.
Starting to see you.
It started a minute ago. It started just going fast. It's got a buffer. Before you know it.
Actually, I can take the other book now too, right?
Yeah, both of them.
Yeah. I didn't write it down. This is the card.
Yeah, we're doing that. Actually, I numbered his package. I called it the bread package. All right, Kevin, everything's okay now.
But I didn't get Eric's tantrum on tape.
No, it's good, so you can have
How do I stop it, Eric?
Just push the red button. Stop.
Red button, yeah.